Hello dear student, let us begin our new chapter, that is chapter number 3, data handling. From the name itself, we can reveal that we have to deal with datas. For what purpose data to be handled? Now dear student, data can be of any. Take for example, number of student in a school, number of boys or number of girls in a class, or it can be a data related to number of wicket taken by a bowler in any match, or it can be a data of any particular batsman, that is his average score, or it can be a data related to number of days the rain falls or such. Now dear student, for what purpose the data been collected? The data been collected for various reasons. Take for example, after collecting the data, or recording or presentation of data help us organize our experiences and draw inference from them. Means we can be on certain conclusion after collecting some data, so that we can easily find out the result or conclusion from our collected data. Before collecting data, we need to know what we would use it for. The data that is collected need to be organized in a proper table so that it becomes easy to understand and interpret. Dear student, many time in cricket match, we used to find the various datas, that is number of wicket taken by a bowler. We used to find such kind of data represented by a bar graph or a chart flow. So we can easily inculcate that through such data, the number of wicket taken by a bowler or the average score or the average run made by a batsman. Let us see the first topic, that is average. The average of a dataset can be found by dividing the sum of the observations by the number of the observations. Dear student, here with the help of example, I want to explain what average is. See the example. Suppose the marks of 5 students in mathematics test out of 50 are 40, 35, 30, 45 and 50. Find the average mark in test. Here dear student, there marks of 5 students in the test of mathematics out of 50. So we need to find the average of marks obtained by the 5 number of students. So what we need to do is, to find out the average, we need to add 40 plus 35 plus 30 plus 45 plus 50, and then we have to divide it by the total number of a student, that is 5, because we here used to find the average of a 5 number of a student. So the total is 200, and if it is divided by 5, the average marks is 40. That means the average marks in mathematics test of 5 student is 40. Next topic is range. How to find out the range from the given data. The range is the difference between the smallest and largest number. See, in the example, we need to find out the largest number and the smallest number. The largest number is 28 and the smallest number is 15, and the differences is 13. So 13 is our range. Next topic is arithmetic mean. The arithmetic mean is the statistician terms for what a layman known as an average. The mean is otherwise known as average. See, in this also we have to divide the sum of the observation with the total number of observations. See, x1, x2, x3 are the value of the observation, and it is divided by number of observation. Let us understand with example how to find arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is equals to sum of the observation divided by number of observation. Here you need to add all the values of observation, that is 22 plus 26 and so on, and divide it by 10, that is number of observation, so that you will get the value of arithmetic mean equals to 22.7. Next topic is median. How to find median. Median is the number which is in the middle when they are placed in a rank order. Means you have to arrange the data in ascending or descending order. Then whatever the value come in the center, that is the value of median. Here see, between 24 and 25, 24.5 is the value of median. Here in our right hand side we have 5 value, in our left also 5 value. Another formula to find the value of median. See the example which is given over here. The height in centimeter of 9 student of a class are as follow. The height given 155, 160, 145, 149, 150, 147, 152, 144 and 148. We need to find the median. The first we need to arrange the data in ascending or descending order. Here the data are arranged in ascending order. Then find the number of student, that is 9. The how to find out the median? Here the 9 is odd number. So the formula says the median equals to n plus 1 upon 2 th observation. So in place of n you have to write the 9, that is 9 plus 1 upon 2, that is 10 upon 2, that is fifth observation. So from the above arranged data which is arranged in ascending order, find out the fifth observation, that is 149. The 149 is the value of median. Next topic is mode. How to find mode? Dear student, mode, the number which is repeated most often. It's very easy to find. Here in this particular example, 26 is repeated 3 times. Here, so we can say that mode is 26. Let us see the another example. See in the above example, 63 and 67 repeated 2 times. Such kind of mode is known as multimodal. Let us see the another example. In the above given example, 3 and 4 repeated thrice. That means the mode is 3 and 4. Next topic is a bar graph. A bar graph is a display of information using a bars of uniform width. Such kind of bar graph you can easily find in newspaper or in television while watching the game of cricket or news. Now student, with the help of this figure, I will explain what is a bar graph. Now on x-axis there are number of classes, that is standard 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. And on y-axis there are a number of children in a classes, and each 1 centimeter is equals to 10 number of children. Now by looking at the figure we can say that how many number of children are there in a given classes. In standard 5th, there are 135 number of children. In standard 6th, there are 120 number of children. In standard 7th, there are 95 number of children. In standard 8th, there are 100 number of children. In standard 9th, there are 90 number of children. In standard 10th, there are 80 number of children. Dear children, the next topic is double bar graph. A bar graph showing two sets of data simultaneously is known as double bar graph. Double bar graph help to compare two collections of data at a glance. Let us see our last topic, that is probability. An event is some specified result that may or may not occurs when an experiment is performed. For example, in an experiment of tossing a coin once, the coin landing with the head facing up is an event, since it may or may not occur. We don't know whether it's going to be a head or it's going to be a tail. The probability of an event is a measure of the likelihood of its occurrence. Let us see the example. A jar contains 1000 marbles, 800 are black and 200 are red. What is the probability of drawing black marble out of the jar? Now dear student, here we don't know how many number of black marble and red marbles are there. Now here we have to find the probability of drawing a black marble out of the jar. So the formula says the probability of drawing black marble out of the jar equals to probability of favorable outcome divided by total outcome. Here the probability of favorable outcome is 800, that is 800 black marble should be divided by total number of a marble in a jar, that is 1000. So 800 divided by 1000 gives 8 by 10 equals to 0.8. Now the probability of drawing red marble, that is total number of red marbles are 200, to 200 divided by 1000, that is 2 by 10 equals to 0.2. Let us start exercise 3.1. Find the range of height of any 10 student of your class. Now dear student, here I had taken height of my choice. You can take any height. Now 91 centimeter, 85 centimeter, 69 centimeter, 98 centimeter, 77 centimeter and so on. Now to find out the range, dear student, if you don't know, watch introductory video of this chapter. In that you will easily understand. Now range of the data, that is highest observation minus lowest observation. We have to find the highest observation, that is 99. So 99 is the maximum height, highest height in the class, and the lowest observation, that is lowest height, that is smallest height, is 69 centimeter. Find the difference, that is 99 centimeter minus 69 centimeter gives 30 centimeter. Let us see the second question. Organize the following marks in a class assessment in a tabular form. Now how to form a table of such marks? See here. Now we have to arrange such marks in a tabular form. First of all, write down a column of marks, tally marks, and frequency. Now these are the marks which you have to arrange in increasing order. Now you have to find the lowest mark, that is 1, and the highest marks, that is 9. So write down in such first column. Then find how many number of ones are there. So from this I found only 1. Then find out how many number of 2s are there. 1 and 2. 2 2s are there. So write down, draw 2 line over here and write down 2 frequency. Then find how many number of 3s are there. So 1, only 1 3. So write down 1 3. Draw 1 line and write down 1 frequency. How many number of 4? That is 1 2 3. 3 number of 4 means draw 3 line and write down frequency 3. How many number of 5 are there? 1 2 3 4 5. 5 number of 5s are there. So don't draw 5 lines. You have to how to indicate 5. 1 2 3 4, and to indicate 5, cross those line. So it will indicate 5 and write down 5 frequency. How many number of 6 are there? So 1 2 3 4. So draw 4 line over here and write down frequency 4. How many number of 7? 1 and 2. So draw 2 line and write down 2 frequency. How many number of 8? That is only 1. Draw 1 line and write down 1. How many number for 9? That is only 1 9. So write down, draw 1 line over here and write down frequency 1. Now it means that one student used to get 1 marks, 2 student used to get 2 marks, 1 student used to get 3 marks, 3 student used to get 4 marks, 5 student used to get 5 marks, 4 student used to get 6 marks, 2 student used to get 7 marks, 1 student used to get 8 marks, and 1 student used to get 9 marks. Now the next question is, we have to find which number is the highest and which number is the lowest. So as we all know that 9 is the highest and 1 is the lowest. So write down highest number is 9 and the lowest number is 1. Then to find out the range, as I told you, how to find the range, that is highest observation minus lowest observation, that is 9 minus 1 gives 8. Then we have to find the arithmetic mean. How to find out arithmetic mean? That is sum of the observation divided by number of observation. So you just need to add all the observation which is given over here and you have to divide it by the number of observation, that is it is the marks of 20 students. So first you add all the observation, that is 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 5 plus and so on, and divide it with 20 number of a student. The total you will get 100. When you will divide 100 by 20, you will get 5. That means the mean of the observation is 5. Let us see the next question. Find the mean of first 5 whole number. Now dear student, here we have to find the mean of first 5 whole number. The first 5 whole number starts from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the first 5 whole number. Now we have to find the arithmetic mean of this whole number. So arithmetic mean is one of the same as average. So write down sum of all the observation divided by number of observation. That is, you have to add 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 and divided by number of observation means how many number of observations are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 number of observation. After adding, you will get the total 10, and 10 divided by 5, that is number of observation, you will get 2. Now here a cricketer scored the following runs in 8 innings. Now here the cricketer used to score run in 8 innings. So we have to find the score. So mean score. We have to find the mean. The same formula, arithmetic mean only, sum of the observation divided by number of observation. So we just need to add all the total and get it divided by 8 number of inning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 innings are there. In one match he didn't score any run. So after adding, we used to get 400 run in 8 innings. When you will divide 400 run by 8, you will get 50. That is the mean. His mean score is 50. Or we can say his average score is 50. Let us see question number 5. Here, following table shows the point of each player scored in 4 games. Now dear student, here 3 players are there and they used to play 4 number of games. The A scored 14 run in first game, 16 run in second game, 10 run in third game and 10 run in fourth game. Then B used to score 0 run in first game, 8 run in second game, 6 run in third game and 4 run in fourth game. And C used to score 8 run in first game, 11 run in second game. He didn't play the third game and he scored 13 run in fourth game. Now one by one we have to find the answer of the particular question whatever they had asked. Find the first question is find the mean of determine A's average number of points scored per game. Now we have to find the mean of runs scored by A. So he used to score 14 run, 16 run, 10 run and 10 run in 4 number of game. So let us find the mean, that is sum of all the observation divided by number of observation. Here we need to add his observation, that is run scored by A in all 4 number of game, that is 14 plus 16 plus 10 plus 10. Then we have to divide with 4 number of game because he used to play 4 games. So after adding 14 plus 16 plus 10 plus 10, you will get 50 and 50 divided by 4, that is 1 and that is 12.5. In that only, next question number 2. To find the mean number of points per game for C, would you divide the total point by 3 or by 4? Why? Now dear student, here they are asking to find out the mean of C, that is player number C. To find out the mean of C, with what we will divide the total point. Here C used to play only 3 number of game out of 4. So we will divide the total number of, that is sum of the observation, with 3. That is his his total number of observation is 3 only because he used to play 3 games. So to find out the mean number of point per game for C, we shall divide the total point by 3, not by 4, because C did not play game 3. Now B played in all 4 games. How would you find the mean? Now we have to find the mean of player B. The mean, that is sum of the observation divided by number of observation. These are the scored made by B in 4 number of matches, that is 0 plus, we need to add 0 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4 divided by total number of a game played by B, that is 4. So the total is 18, divide 4 gives 4.5. See, these are the runs scored by player B. Here these are the run, 0 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4. After that, who is the best performer? Now here only in this question only mean of player C is left to find. First we will find the mean of player C. So sum of the observation divided by number of observation. Here C did not play game number 3rd. So just add the run scored by C in 3 number of game, that is 8 plus 11 plus 13. See here how to find. See here 8 plus 11 plus 13. He didn't play game number 3rd. Then so here number of observation, his number of observation is only 3 because he didn't play all the 4 games. Now get the total, that is 32 divided by 3, that is 10.6. Now here the average of B is 4.5, average of C is 10.6 and the average of A is 12.5. So out of the 3 player, average of A is better than the rest. So write down the best performer is A, whose average is 12.5. Let us see question number 6. The marks out of 100 obtained by a group of a student in a science test are 85, 76, 90, 85, 39, 48, 56, 95, 81 and 75. Find the highest and the lowest marks obtained by the student. Now here the highest marks out of all, the highest marks if we can say that is 95 and the lowest marks if we find that is 39. Then second question is find the range of the marks obtained. So as I told you how to find out the range is equals to highest marks minus lowest marks. The highest marks as is just now 95 and the lowest marks is 39 and the differences is 56. Now the mean marks obtained by the group. Now what is the mean? How to find the mean mark? We have to add all the observation, that is sum of the observation divided by the number of observation. Here 10 number of students are there because the marks of 10 number of students are given. Now get the total, that is 85 plus 76 plus 90 plus 85 and so on, and divide it by 10. So the total is 730, that is divided by 10, you will get 73. Let us start question number 7. The enrollment of a school during 6 consecutive years was as below. Means the here the total number of admission in 6 consecutive year is given. Now that is in first year 1555 student get enrolled, then 1670, then 1750, then 2013, then 2540, then 2820. Now we have to find the mean enrollment of the school for this period. So how to find out the mean? Very simple, as I told you, that mean equals to sum of the observation divided by number of observation. So you just need to add all these numbers, that is the total number of enrollment in 6 consecutive year, then divided by 6 number of a year, because here are the number of a student get enrolled in 6 number of years. So the total you will get 12,348 divided by 6, you will get 2058. Let us see next question, that is question number 8. The rainfalls in millimeter in a city of 7 days of a certain weeks was recorded as follow. Now here the number of observation is 7 days. Now from Monday till Sunday the rainfall in millimeter it is given. On Monday 0.0, then Tuesday 12.2, Wednesday 2.1, Thursday 0.0, Friday 20.5, Saturday 5.5 and Sunday 1.0. Now first question is, here we have to find the range of the rainfall in the above day. As I told you how to find the range, that is highest observation minus lowest observation. So write out range of the rainfall, that is highest rainfall in a particular day minus lowest rainfall in a particular day. The highest rainfall is on Friday, there was a heavy rain, that is 20.5 millimeter minus lowest rainfall, that is 0. Into number of a day there was I think no rain, so 0.0 millimeter. So when you will find the difference you will get 20.5 millimeter. Then the next question is find the mean rainfall for the week. Mean rainfall, so it's very simple. Mean rainfall for the week, as I told you, sum of the observation divided by number of observation. You just need to add all the numbers, that is the which is in millimeter, that is the rainfall in millimeter in a week. So when we will add 0.0, 12.2, 2.1, 0.0, 20.5, 5.5 and 1.0 and divided by, this is number of observation means number of days in a week. When we will divide the total by 7, the total is 41.3. When you will divide by 7, you will get 5.9 millimeter is the mean, or you can say the average rainfall of a week. Then on how many days was the rainfall less than the mean rainfall? Now here the mean we got 5.9 and out of 7 days you have to find in how many days the rainfall is less than 5.9. So we can say that this is 1 which is less than 5.5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So that means we can say that in 5 number of days the rainfall is less than mean rainfall. So write down the rainfall was less than mean rainfall on 5 days. Let us see the next question, sum number 9. Question number 9. The height of 10 girls were measured in centimeter and the result are as follow. Now these are the height which is in centimeter of 10 number of girls which is given over here. Now the question is, first question is, what is the height of tallest girl? So out of all, we have to find the height of tallest girl, that is 151 centimeter. What is the height of a shortest girl? The out of all, find out the shortest girl, that is 128 centimeter. What is the range? As I told you, range is equals to highest observation minus lowest observation, means the tallest girl, that is 151 centimeter, and the shortest girl, that is 128 centimeter. So 151 minus 128 is 23 centimeter. Then what is the mean of the height of the girl? The mean, how to find out the mean? That is sum of the observation divided by number of observation. So get the total of all, whatever the 10 number of the student, the height of 10 number of a student, that is 1414 divided by 10 number of girls. So you will get 141.4 centimeter is the average height. Then how many girls have height more than mean height? Now this is the mean height, that is 141.4. So out of all, find out how many of them having a height more than 141.4. The 141.4, that is this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 number of girls have height more than mean height. Let us start our new exercise, that is 3.2. Now before starting this exercise, just watch my introductory video of this chapter so that you can understand what is mean, median and mode, how to find the value. Now question number 1, the score in mathematics test out of 25 of 15 student is as follow. Means the test is of 25 marks of 15 student. Now here we have to find the mode first. So how to find the mode? As I told you, mode, the observation which is repeated most often. The observation means out of the total observation, the find which number is repeated most often. Here 20, 20 and 20 and 20. Here the 20 is repeated 4 times. So here the value of mode is 20. Now to find out the median. So we have to arrange the data in ascending order first. Arrange all the data in ascending order, starting from lowest number to highest number. 5, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16, 19, 20, 20, 20 and 20, 23, 24 and 25 and 25. Now your total number of observation is 15, means observation of 15 student. That means the value of n, write down 15, and 15 is odd value. So your value of, that is the formula of median, will be n plus 1 upon 2 th observation. Now dear student, in place of n, write down 15. That is 15 is the number of student in a class. 15 plus 1 divided by 2, that is 16 divided by 2 gives 8th observation. Now after arranging the data in ascending order, out from them you have to find out the 8th observation, that is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8th. So this is the value of your median. So write down median is 20. Now further they had asked whether the value of mode and median are same. Yes, here the mode is also 20 and median is also 20. So write down yes, they are same. Now next question. The runs scored in a cricket match by 11 player is as follow. Now the first player used to score 6 runs, then second player 15 runs, then 120 runs, then the fourth player 50 runs, and so on. We have to find the mean, median and mode of this data. Are the three same? Means are the three value, means value of all the three, that is mean, median, mode, are same? That we are going to find at the end. First let us find the mean. So how to find the mean? So you have to add all the value and divide it by 11, that is 11 number of observation. So mean is add all the data, all the observation, that is sum of the observation divided by number of observation. After adding you will get total, that is 429 divided by 11, that is the mean is 39. Then mode, here find out whether if any data is repeated most often. Here 15, 15 and 15 is repeated 3 times. So that means your value of mode is 15. 15 is repeated most often, that is value of mode is 15. Then median. Now here the observation, the run scored by 11 number of players are there. So your value of n is 11. That means 11 is odd number. So your formula for median will be n plus 1 upon 2 th observation. The n, in place of n, write down 11. 11 plus 1, that is 2. So 11 plus 1, that is 12, divided by 2, so you will get sixth observation. Then you need to arrange this run, that is observation, in ascending order. See here, after arranging the data in ascending order, find out the sixth observation, that is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, that is 15. That means the value of median is 15. Now the final question they had asked whether value of all the mean, median, mode are same. Here mode is 15, mean is 39 and median is 15. No, so no, they are not same, means they are different. See here, value of mean is different, only mode and median are same. Now let us see the next question. The weight in kg of 15 students in a class is given. The weight, these are given in kgs, 38 kg, 48 kg, 35 kg, 37 kg and so on, of 15 number of a student. Now let us see what the question is. Here we have to find the mode and median of the data. So to find out the mode, here you have to find which number is repeated most often. Here 38, 38, 38, which is repeated most often 3 times. See whether any other number is repeated, that is if any number, that is 43, 43 and 43. 43 also repeated most often, means here there is more than one mode, which is known as, if two mode is there, it is known as bimodal. If more than two mode, it is known as multimodal class. So now here you have to write the 38 which is repeated 3 times and 43 also repeated 3 times. So write down here 38 kg and 43 kg repeated most often, therefore the mode is equals to 38 kg and 43 kg. Now median. Now dear student, here the weight of 15 number of a student are given. So here value of n will be 15, which is odd. So the formula says n plus 1 upon 2 th observation, that is 15 plus 1 upon 2, that is 16 upon 2 th observation, that is 8 observation. Then you need to arrange all the weight which is given in the question in ascending order. After arranging the data, you have to find the 8th observation, that is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8th. That is median is 40 kg. Now they are asking whether yes, there are more than one mode. They are asking in the question whether there is mode more than one. Yes, we found 2 mode. So write down, yes, there are more than one mode. Now question number 4, find the mode and median of the data. Again, now mode, again you have to find whether any observation repeated most often. Here 14, 14, 14 3 times and 12 2 times, means the observation which is repeated most often, means the highest number of a repetition, that is 14. So your mode will be 14 is repeated most often, the value of mode is 14. Now to find out the median, here how many number of data are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 9 is an odd number, so your value of n is 9. So write down here n equals to 9, which is odd. The formula of median, n plus 1 upon 2, that is 9 plus 1 upon 2, that is 9 plus 1 gives 10, 10 divided 2 gives 5th observation. Then you need to arrange this data in ascending order. So here, after arranging the data, find out the 5th observation. So first, second, third, fourth, 5th. So 14 is your value of median. Now true or false. Tell whether the statement is true or false. Mode is always one of the number in a data. Yes, after doing a number of sum, we found that the value of mode are always in the given data. Means the value which is repeated most often is known as mode. Mean is one of the number in a data. Yes, it is false because you cannot find the value of mean in the data. Why? Because after adding all the data, means sum of the observation divided by number of observation, it can be any different number also. The median is always one of the number in the data. Yes, median can be the number which can be in the data, because from the given number of a data, the middle number is the median. The data always has a mode. It is not true always the data, all the data have a mode, because if any number is not repeated, we cannot find mode. The data 6, 4, 3, 8, 9, 12, 13 and 9 has a mean 9. So first we have to get the total of this value, which is 64 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 number of observations. 64 divided by 8 gives 8. And here the value of mean is given 9. And we are getting the value of mean 8. That means it is false.